Hi everybody, this is Pam at the Paper Outpost, and today we are making spine jewelry. Yes, what is spine jewelry? Nobody really knows. Does it serve a purpose? Not sure, but I'll show you how we use it. Spine jewelry is a fun thing, a nice add-on that you can put on your journals that gives them extra eye candy, eye appeal. Let's say you're storing it on a bookshelf or on a bureau or something like that, and you would just like a little extra pizzazz. That's what spine jewelry really is. It also adds layers of texture and more sensations and things like that to prompt people and inspire them to think different things, different thoughts, something that might translate into new writings or artwork in their journal. So as you can see, this particular clump of spine jewelry is made with, let me just zoom in here a little bit. It's got old jewelry, laces, ribbons, threads, twine. I've tied on some beads on the twine. It can be a whole mishmash of whatever you have around. And it's very easy to remove once the person wants to write with it. Write in your journal. Zip up and it's off. Very easy. And you can do it matching colors to the journal, or you could do different colors. I did greens and browns for this one because my journal's green and brown. But it's totally artist's choice. Here's another example of one. Just using all sorts of different things. I found this trim with some hangy things on it, and sari silks and some tulle. Just trying to give you different ideas of what you can use it. Here's even some Christmas, I think this is gift wrap stuff. So you might have some of that laying around from the holidays. Rickrack, laces, got that from the Dollar Tree, I think. And yeah, and if you don't have any ribbons and laces and things like that, you can always tear up old t-shirts or clothing or bedding, make sure it's laundered, and you can make some really pretty tassels and spine jewelry with those. So everybody's got something. All right, so the one I'm gonna show you two today, and the first one is the easy one. It's everybody should be able to do something like this with the supplies they have on hand, hopefully. So grab your stuff and let's get to it. Okay, so basically, these are the things I'm going to use in this particular piece of spine jewelry, and I'm going to decide the length of the pieces by how tall my book is. So I want my pieces to be 1, 2 times the length of the height plus a little bit. So basically, I don't really measure it, I just sort of hold it up. And this one, as you can see, is much longer than my book, but I don't know I'm gonna actually use this book or not, so I wanna keep it a little extra long. Generally, I like to keep it the length of the book plus a little bit extra pooling at the bottom because I like that look, the way it looks on the shelf. Totally your choice. And you grab it by the center, and then we have to tie it together somehow. So let's do that. Let's just spread it out. They can be different lengths, they can be the same lengths, and you can change it after if you made all same lengths and you want to make it a different length at the end, no problem. So I am going to use seam binding today, and this is just an option that you can use to tie it. You don't need to use seam binding. You can use embroidery floss or needle point threads or some kind of threads that can carry a little bit of weight. A sewing thread will be a little bit too thin. I would recommend something just a little bit thicker so it can handle the weight of the dangle. Especially if you use jewelry on it, it's going to have some serious weight. Plus the person is taking it on and off, so you want the whole thing to stay together. All right, so I'm going to grab my seam binding, cut off a snip. Oh, I'd say maybe like a foot and a half or so. That's plenty. And you want to go under the middle, and then you want to tie it. Okay. We're going to do a nice firm knot one way, and then we're going to tie the knot the other way, and that gives us a super strong square knot, I'm told. Now there it is in action, the square knot. Hope I did that right. Okay, so what have I got now? I've got this. I've got this giant clump with a knot on top. Okay, and that's what we want, because that's going to give us these two wings at the top to work with. And I am going to grab my little bulldog clip. See that? Okay, and I am going to, you have a top hole and a bottom hole. I'm going to thread it through the bottom hole. I don't do anything with the top hole because it just allows for easier opening and closing if I just use the bottom hole. Okay, I'm going in. What I want to do is just leave a like maybe 1/2 inch. Okay, can you see that? Yeah, there. Just a little bit so it has some sway room, because what's going to happen is this is going to come up and down and clip down. So you want a little bit of freedom there, okay? Just a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to tie this into place with that extra room there, okay? I've got a little extra room there, that's good. And I'm going to do the backwards knot, get a nice square knot, strong. Okay, so now it's on. See, that's pretty easy, right? That's already in place. Now what you can do, if you want, you can just leave this to dangle, which looks very pretty, or you can wrap it. 2, 3. Am I in frame? Let me know. And then wrap the other one. Just hang on to that one so you know where it is. Come here. I'm having to do that because this color is similar to the stuff I have in here, and it gets lost sometime. Wrap this one the opposite way. 2, 3. Okay. And then you just tie it again. This part is not absolutely necessary, but I think it gives a nice little emphasis to the attachment area. Can you see that? Okay. And let's do the opposite way. That's always the hardest thing to do, an opposite way knot for me. Okay. All right, I'm still in frame. Good. Okay. So I'm just going to let those dangle because they're just blending in with all the rest. How nice is that? Now, you can totally leave this as is and just say, hey, I'm done, and that's awesome, and everything's good. Or you could make a head. And what a head does is it gathers all the crazy flyaways, I call them, and it trains your crazy flyaways to go down. And I kind of like that look myself. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to grab another piece of seam binding. You can use any thread. You can use an accent ribbon. That would look really pretty too. Maybe a piece of gold or something here. And you make a head. You form a head. So you make a little ball. You can even twist it a little. That's fine. And basically you just tie another knot. This is really just a series of tying knots. It's not hard. We love that, right? Not hard. Okay, nice tight one. Gives you a nice head and neck. Okay, and then you're going to want to do the other way knot. Oh gosh, I never know if I'm doing this right. Okay. Okay, there we go. All right, got that. There. You're not getting away. Okay, there. Okay, so now we have a little head. Okay, so now this can easily clip on to any book. So let's give it a little test run here. See how he's doing. Okay, just swing that out. Okay, opening it and clipping. Okay, there we go. There, isn't that pretty? Yeah, oh, very easy. Now what I could come along and do is, let me back out so you can see a little bit better. Okay, I can come along and I can cut straight. I can cut on an angle to get graduated sizes, which would give it more fluff. You know how when they cut your hair on an angle, it gets more fluff. You can get more fluff that way. I can leave the tails long. You can totally leave them long. Or I could make them shorter than the book length too. Totally up to you. Okay, but that was it. That's pretty easy. And anybody can do that. Okay, so let's go into the next one, which isn't any harder, honestly. It's just maybe you need 1 or 2 extra tools on hand. And what those 2 extra tools are, or things, are wire. We're going to make one with wire, which is good and strong, and actually can look very pretty. It gives the book a nice accent, a bit of a metal accent. And then some jewelry tools, and generally the ones I use for this are these 2. This is a wire, oh, let me get closer. Yeah, you guys are far away. Okay. This is a wire nipper, okay? And you probably have one of these on one of your pliers or something like that at home anyway. Maybe you have a wire nipper. Like this one, for example, if you have a set of regular pliers, they usually have this wire nipping thing right in there, okay? You might be able to use that. And then this round-nosed pliers, which is very helpful with this. And this is a jewelry tool. You may or may not have that, but I imagine there's probably even a way you could use a pencil or something like that in this, but I'll show you how I do it. No biggie. Okay. So I got to get myself some more hangies. Hang on. Okay, I grabbed a pile of lacies and loosies, and I even grabbed some old jewelry. And I'm just going to put this aside right here, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Okay, I'm going to take a piece of wire. This happens to be 20 gauge wire. I'm just grabbing this at random. I'm not really married to the gauge other than I want it to be strong enough. And I would say this is a good width or thickness. You can work with other thicknesses as well, and they will work, except for super thin. Super thin will probably break on you with the movement of the wire, okay? So I would probably grab about, I would say maybe 2 feet to start with. That should be plenty. Just use this is where you use your wire nipper. Just come in here and nip. This cuts pretty fast. Be careful, maybe you want to put some eyeglasses on for this because wire can poke you in the eye, so be careful. And the first thing I do, let me just zoom in a little bit, just show you this one, is I grab my round nose pliers and I'm going to deal with one sharp edge. And I don't want anybody to get poked, so I grab it and I put it, whoop, let me show you. Focus, there we go, okay, that. Okay. Yep. Oh, I lost my focus again. Okay. Yep. Want to focus? Oh, don't want to focus. Oh, there we go. Okay. So I grab it and I start bending it. Let me go down here. Maybe it's happier down here. Okay. Are you focused? You don't look focused to me. What's the matter with you? Okay, there we go. All right, we're down here. We'll stay down here. Okay. And then you just grab it and then you start bending it around in a circle formation, okay? And as it comes around, you pinch that little sharp edge again and you pinch it in and make it conform and be part of the circle, okay? Let me see, I gotta see what I'm doing here. Okay, there we go. Pinch you in, and you can go like 3-4 times around is plenty. Whoops, I don't know, where are you going? A little sharp edge there, okay. Let me get you back in alignment. Okay, squeeze you down. Okay, and then you can grab them and squeeze them together. Whoops. Okay. And just make sure that guy's all squashed down and rounded. Yep, there we go. Okay. All right, I may even grab this guy, squeeze them together a little bit. I don't want any little issues there. Okay, and then you sort of feel it, make sure it's okay. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. What's going on? Hang on. Let me back you out. All right. Better. Okay. Better Christmas sweater. Got it. All right. So we have that, and we've dealt with our little sharp edge there. Just want to make sure he's definitely tucked in there. Okay. It's not going to bother anybody now. So now we have this nice dead end, which is safe to work with. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab our clump. Sorry for there's a lawn guy outside. I hope you can't hear that. I'm sure you can. Hopefully he'll go away. Okay, so grab about the middle. How are we doing time-wise? Oh yeah, we're fine. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing. Hello, Mr. Lawn Guy. And we're gonna, with the one without the little circlies on the end, we're going underneath. Okay, we're gonna mark the center, but I want you to take this all the way, I'd say to about there. Give yourself like maybe a 6-inch tail to play with. And then you're gonna squash it together. Squash and twist. Twist your wires together. And so we're not actually tying a knot this time. We're using the twisting of the wire to create the strength and the top. Now I'm gonna wrap this around for pretty's sake, because that's gonna give me a little attractive nubber thing. Okay? You always want an attractive nubber thing at the top. Okay, I'm just show you what I'm making here. Yeah. Okay, nothing too fancy. And now we have this long end, and there it is. I had to locate my bulldog clip. You want to come through the bottom, okay? And we are going to just the bottom, okay? And bring it down, okay? Now you're going to take your wire and just going to bend it. Oh, very nasal. Sorry about that lawn stuff. Okay. And we're going to make a loop, like bending it around here, making it a loop. And then we're going to start wrapping, like we did, to give it more strength. Okay, I'm just going to wrap this way. This is a pretty soft, pliable wire, so it's easy to work with. So you don't want to go too thick, or it's just too hard to wrap. I guess this is an artist wire, a jewelry wire, or something like that. It's not real gold. Wish it was, but it's not. Okay. Just a few times there. And then we have choices. Okay, so we're gonna ask ourselves, what do we want? Do we want just the free dangle design? Or do we want to build the head again? And if we want to build the head, let me just get my little ends here organized so you can see them. Everybody where they should be. Okay, so I've got these two things, okay? So now I'm gonna build the head. All right, can you see? Yeah, okay. Just gonna put my pretties on the outside, okay? It doesn't really matter, honestly, where they are. Maybe make a smoother head if the pretties are on the inside. Okay, that's possible too. Okay, there's a nice little head. Okay, so, okay, here we go. We're gonna make the head. I'm gonna come down and, hang on, whoop, hold on. Okay, are we rolling again? Okay, good. Okay, so with this particular one, because I made a little boo-boo, and I'll just explain it. I have these both coming off the same side of the spiral here. It'd be better if they're coming off opposite directions, because then you can twist them together and be done with that, and just put a separate piece of wire around here, twist it, make some curlicues, and be done with that. But since I have this giant faux pas, I'm going to wiggle my way out of it, as you know, a crafter does, and you know, hopefully this will be good. Okay, so now I have to make the quintessential decision of what to do. So since these are on both the same side, I'm going to take one and put it this way around to make my head. Okay, and I take this one, I'm going to go the other way. And then I'm just going to wrap this one around a bunch because he's got lots to work with. Okay, forming my head. Got a nice head going here. Yep, there we go. Okay, very head-like. Okay, making my jewelry neck. Okay, so now I'm here. Okay, and I think at this point I am going to make the other little circle swirl here. All right, you can fold towards you or away from you, doesn't matter. Just do this. Quick wrist action there. Yeah, makes everything all nice and cute. Get a nice coil going, not hard. All right, checking for Sharpies. Everybody's tucked, so I have no sharp ends. Where'd the other one go? Here he is. Okay, so now we catch up with each other. Oh, okay. Did I do this right? I think so. No, maybe. Yeah, okay, maybe I got to go this way. Okay, so now we're going to twist them together, and that's going to give us, I think I'm going to bring you around one more time. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we're definitely on opposite sides now, okay? And as long as we have at least one loop of opposite sides, everything's going to be dandy. So the way to finish this off is I just twist them together to make a nice little bow tie or a collar or something like that on the head. Crafting on the fly here, totally crafting on the fly. Okay, you know, you make 100 of these and you forget how you make them when you make them. Okay, there we go. All right, you want to pull that down a little bit? Okay, so let me show you what we got at this point. Here we have something that looks like that. So it's actually kind of decorative, it's pretty, and it's strong, and you've used metal, which kind of looks cool with your design. Maybe you've got some gold in your book or on your cover or something like that. You can use any color wires, it doesn't matter. But anyway, that's a quick and easy way. Again, it functions. I'll show you official function. Hang on, I'm stuck on it. Okay, there we go. Opening up the clip, clipping it down. And okay, because it's the wire, we can mold it a little bit, but put it into dangle position. And there we go. We have the head, we have the dangle. And again, length is completely up to you. Like I said, I leave it a little bit extra, maybe 2 inches extra for some pooling on the desk or on the shelves. I think it looks pretty. You can leave them really long if you like. And there you go. So there's some quick and easy ways to make some spine jewelry. There are other ways to make them too, which I should probably show you in another video, but you can punch a hole with your, what's that thing called? The crocodile 2 big bite here, and you can place an eyelet here. Now you would want to do this before you inserted your signatures. It's much easier, trust me. And then you can use jump rings and things like that, like these things. I'll show you this in a video because I know it gets lost when you can't actually see it. But anyway, on the back, on the inside, you can use a paper clip to prevent it from going through. So we'll do that on a different video. But anyway, these were just some fun ones that I thought you'd like to see how to make them with and without a lot of supplies. So here's the easy one. No wire needed, no broken jewelry needed, no nothing, just a bulldog clip and some foof. And there's the other one with some metal, if you like that one. And here's the green one. This one was made with metal and broken jewelry. And what else do we have here? Oh, we have this one. This one, I made it with metal, but I ended up actually covering it because I wanted more color in it or something like that. So there you go. Some spine jewelry, very easy to make, lots of fun. And I hope you give it a try and make some, because they can really add a nice upgrade or a level up onto your junk journals. They're fun, they're easy, and they use up lots of supplies. And I hope you have lots of fun today crafting. Make sure you get out there and create with reckless abandon. And remember that fun can be simple. And if you like what you see, please like, subscribe, and share. Check me out on the podcast, The Paper Outpost. Now, a little update on the podcast. I am available on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify, and a bunch of other ones I've never heard of before. So the links are all down below the videos. I got to put the links for the Apple and the Google, but I think you can find me there. But you can all the links for everything are down below the videos in the descriptions. And if you're looking for any supplies and things like that are commonly used, I also put my favorites below for quick clicks on those. And what else? Okay. Thank you very much. Our subscriber count is really going up, and that's thanks to all you guys. You guys are amazing, and thank you very, very much for your support. You've been awesome, and I love interacting with you on the comments and chit-chatting with you, and that's probably my favorite part of the day, actually. So thank you so much, and we'll be back at this talking some more and making more fun stuff. So make sure you have fun out there, and happy crafting. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.